Okay, so the concept that I chose to promote number sense and why I selected the strategy and how it will benefit students. Um, I love place value. Excuse me. I love place value because I think that it shows kids what the deal is with these numbers. What does 3-7 mean? What does this symbol mean? The kids I'm going to teach are tiny. They're 5, 6, and 7 year olds. They may not know what these numbers mean. I don't know what they're going to come to me as. I'm in the Coachella Valley, so they might come to me and not even know how to say the numbers in English. They might have never been taught these numbers. They may only know how to count. Maybe that's all that they knew. No, maybe they just know how to count from memory. Maybe they don't really know what it all means. So I'm literally starting from scratch every year. So first I would obviously teach the kids, what 1 through 10 means, which is, I mean, we've got to start somewhere. So I love manipulative blocks. I love place value. I love for kids to be able to get their hands on something and represent a number. So the number 37 should be represented with 3 columns of 10. 10, 20, 30, 7 singles. Here's 12. 1 column of 10, 2 singles. And then I wouldn't even touch this until they completely understand 2-digit numbers. So they have to completely understand this. They have to be able to do this at the drop of the hat. I will have them practice these things. I will have them watch YouTube videos about what these numbers represent. How do we build the number 37? Well, it looks like this. Get out your blocks. Let's try it. I will put them in groups. I will have them work in small groups and give them a deck of cards that has all sorts of different numbers on them. And they'll turn them over and make the number and then pass it to the next person. And the next person gets to turn them over and make the number and pass it to the next person. They're teaching each other about these numbers and they're learning what they represent. And that takes a lot of the fear out of math. If they can visualize it, they can do it. So once we move to the hundreds section, once we have a number that looks like this, at this point, we're not counting out tens. We're not counting out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once they've gotten here, we're representing. So what is the number 126? 1 large 100 block, 2 tens blocks, 6 ones blocks. Okay. Once they understand the concept, then I move to the place value cards. Okay, this is just a little bit more difficult, a little bit more complex, but we've practiced making numbers so many times that by the time they get here, it's really an easy transition. So you can see I like these on Cloud 9 cards because once you get here, you have to swipe the card and make it the different one. So if we're going to add 37 and 12, once we get to the top, we swipe off all these little ones and turn this into just one yellow one. So then we can literally count the 3 yellows here, the 1 yellow here, and then the 1 yellow here. Okay. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. All right. So lots of practice doing this. So 10 ones equals 110. They get it relatively quickly because we've been practicing and practicing and practicing this by this point. So 126, that's a little more complex. I would bring that in after the ones and tens are completely understood, okay? But this is how I would represent it. 1 larger block, 2 smaller blocks, 6 really small blocks, okay? And then I give them a bunch of worksheets that have lots of fun, cool little pictures on it so that they can count. They can actually take their pencil and count each block or flower or sun, whatever, it doesn't matter. I just want a picture to go with every number. They have to be able to see it in order to do it. Here's my bibliography page. And so conceptually, they've got it all. They've got what does the number mean? What is the operation? And how do we manipulate these numbers to make this make sense? So for early elementary, I just hope that I can teach these kids to learn how to, I mean, I don't hope, I know I can, through these tried and true trusted methods. Have a good day.